With price tags that would probably give your grandma a panic attack, these luxurious cars are not living up to expectations. In this video, we'll review 5 luxurious cars you should steer clear of. You won't believe the car model at number 2. At number 5, we have the Tesla Model X. There's no doubt that Tesla has been like the rock stars of the car world, revolutionizing stuff left and right. But sometimes, extensive revolution is sacrificed for reliability most car owners would kill for. Turns out, the Model X had a bit of a reliability meltdown. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want my high-tech SUV playing hide-and-seek with its reliability. Let's start with the Falcon Wing doors, which were supposed to be the car's party trick. Turns out they've been partying a bit too hard and often refuse to open or close properly. It's like having a door bouncer who takes a nap on the job, and those sensors meant to keep the doors from bumping into things, well, they occasionally go on vacation, leading to some very awkward fender benders. The suspension system of the Tesla Model X doesn't live up to expectations either. Some owners hear strange noises from it, like it's throwing a secret party without an invitation. Plus, it wears out faster than a pair of shoes at a tap dancing convention. Let's not forget the battery, the heart of the car. The Tesla Model X has this massive battery, but spoiler alert, it gets tired quickly and wants a nap. People report it drains faster than a bathtub with a hole, which is a nightmare on long trips. And charging? The Model X just can't keep up with its cheaper sibling, the Model 3, in the charging game. It's not just the Model X that's caught the "let's not build it right" bug. Even the fancy Model 3 has fallen victim to this quality control crisis. It's like Tesla's production line had a series of Monday blues, and the cars came out looking like a robot put them together hopped up on caffeine. We're talking panel gaps that could swallow a hot dog and paint jobs that resemble abstract art, and a suspension system that's got more issues than a gossip magazine. Tesla must step up their game and ensure their cars are reliable. Now, let's talk safety. The Model X has a bumpier safety record than a roller coaster. This car has been recalled so many times that it's practically on a first-name basis with the recall department. This car is like a walking disaster, from side airbags going rogue to seatbelts that can't even chime properly. And then there's the autopilot software, which seems to think it's auditioning for a Fast and Furious movie. The NHTSA had to put its foot down and tell Tesla to pull back almost 362,000 vehicles because the software thinks stop signs are just suggestions. Come on, Tesla. We need cars that follow the rules, not ones that treat the road like their own racetrack. This car comedy didn't fly off the shelves either. In 2022, the Model X and its sidekick Model S amounted to just a teeny tiny 4% of Tesla's sales worldwide. To add to the drama, Tesla chopped a cool $10,000 off the price of the Model X to get people to buy it. And just when you thought things couldn't get any funnier, Elon Musk admitted that the Model X was a blunder with a capital B. I mean, if the ship's captain calls it a blunder, you know we're in a car comedy zone. If you're up for a wild ride full of surprise malfunctions and questionable design choices, maybe the Model X is your perfect match. Hot on the heels of the Tesla Model X is the Maserati Ghibli. When this Italian stallion strutted onto the scene in 2013, fans went from starry-eyed to downright steam coming out of the ears frustrated. Most customers were so excited about the sleek Italian styling, only to discover that this car has more issues than you can imagine. It's almost like they were playing a game of, let's see what parts we can mess up today. The Maserati Ghibli also became increasingly famous for its constant recalls. One recall was all about subframe welds deciding to crack rather than hold things together. There were several other recalls for a fuel pipe that thought it would be cool to leak and start a fiery party in the engine compartment. Fast forward to 2023, and you'd think Maserati would have figured things out. Nope, they're still trying to figure out quality control. Recalls were still happening due to car tire pressure info, which was as accurate as a weather forecast from a groundhog. And if that wasn't enough, seatbelts often decided they needed a vacation, and fuel line sensors thought leaking fuel was the new trend. During times of crazy inflation, the last thing you need is a car that empties your pockets faster than a magician's disappearing act. And with the Maserati Ghibli, expensive repairs and maintenance costs party like there's no tomorrow. Now, I don't mean to burst your tire, pun intended, but with the Maserati Ghibli, you might change air filters as frequently as your cravings for your favorite snack. Rumor also has it that this car loves to chomp down on brakes and tires like they're its favorite treats. Can you imagine chewing through brakes and chews through tires? It's like your car has a bottomless appetite for rubber and metal. And let's not forget the drama behind the scenes. This Maserati needs a brake flush and a cabin filter swap for every other service. It's like your car has a spa day planned on its calendar, but you're the one footing the bill. If you're not looking forward to spending money constantly on your mechanic, you should probably leave the Maserati Ghibli out of your garage. Next, on luxurious cars you should steer clear of is the Cadillac CT5 at number 3. According to Consumer Reports, the turbocharged 2.0 LSY i4 gasoline engine, equipped as standard, felt wheezy. They pointed out that the engine might make you do a U-turn during a test drive. In fact, they're predicting that this 2023 CT5 model could be less reliable than a one-legged chair at a three-legged chair convention. Translation? You might end up on a first-name basis with your local mechanic. But if you believe that these are the only drawbacks of the 2023 CT5, you would be mistaken, because the car also falls short in other categories, such as owner satisfaction, comfort, and driving satisfaction. Owners and industry experts appear to agree with the criticism leveled towards this sedan, and they express a lack of enthusiasm for the vehicle. Car and Driver, the specialists of car critiques, took a look at the base CT5 and had a face that screamed, "I'd rather be doing my taxes." They called it a dull and distant ride, like the car version of that boring cousin at family reunions.
Yes, sir.
And let's talk about the cabin. It's supposed to be luxurious, but apparently it's feeling a bit shy about it. Instead of screaming luxury, it's more like a faint whisper. The CT5's cabin doesn't even try to impress you like those posh thoroughbreds. Nope, it's more like a DIY craft project gone wrong. So, if you're looking for a luxury car that's like a quiet library instead of a roaring party, well, this CT5 might just be your ticket. It's no secret that cars with more recalls are not exactly the dream rides you'd expect. In 2022, Cadillac was basically the poster child for "oops, we did it again" fuel tank rollovers, suspension that behaved like a trampoline, and airbags that decided to play peekaboo. You name it, they had it. And let's not even talk about the 2023 Cadillac CT5. Apparently, someone forgot to teach its running lights to turn off, and it's like the car never learned when to stop shining. So, if you're considering buying a luxury car that's been a regular at the recall party, remember, it's not a car, it's a puzzle waiting to be solved. At number 2, we have the BMW i8. With a design that turns heads, a gas-saving superpower, and doors that scream, "Look at me!" this sports car seemed like a dream come true. But hey, every masterpiece has a few crayon marks on it, right? The iconic butterfly doors on the i8 might look sleek, but are a real pain to manage. They're so big that navigating through the parking lot becomes a game of Tetris. Getting into the car isn't so easy either. It's like trying to enter a hammock with one leg. That's the one-leg-in approach these doors might force on you. And don't even get me started on the practice you'll need. You'll be rehearsing door-opening maneuvers like you're training for the Olympics. Anyway, the BMW i8 has a reputation for being a bit of a drama queen when it comes to electronics. You know, the kind of car that throws tantrums and has a meltdown when things don't go their way. While the car has a fancy schmancy 7.2 kilowatt lithium-ion battery that's supposed to power up all the cool stuff, any slight problem with this high-voltage battery will put the car into a slow haze, and cases of battery malfunctions are not rare. If that battery is a no-show, say hello to Mr. Gas Pump. Your fuel consumption is going to skyrocket faster than a space shuttle. And just when you thought the fun was over, enter the alternator. This little troublemaker starts acting up after hanging out with your car for a while. Another flaw with the BMW i8 is the headlight. Yes, those flashy automatic headlights just decide to party on, even when it's as bright as a supernova outside. So, not only are they lighting up the road, but they're also lighting up your power bill. These headlights think they're the life of the party and can also throw your car's electrical system into a bit of a stir. Coming in at number 1, we have the Audi A6. From 2012 to 2019, the Audi A6's reliability ratings resembled a roller coaster designed by a confused squirrel. On a scale of 5, almost all the years get a humble 3 for overall reliability, which is like getting a participation trophy at a karaoke contest. But the party really hit a pothole in 2018 and 2019, where the scores nosedived to a whopping 1 out of 5. Zooming in on 2018 and 2019, you'll spot the ugly truth. Those years were like the car's rebellious teenage phase. Unreliable power equipment and in-car electronics that acted acted like moody teenagers. The engine apparently threw tantrums in 2012 and 2013, while the fuel system seemed to have commitment issues in 2014, 2015, and 2016. Brakes play hard to get in 2014 and 2016 models because who needs brakes that actually brake? And if you're hoping for smooth sailing with power equipment and in-car electronics, think again. They're about as reliable as a weather app during a thunderstorm. Now, the 2020 A6 isn't all doom and gloom. The car now boasts a refined ride, quiet powertrains, and a cabin that's been stuffed with more features than your grandma's attic. But it's almost like the Audi A6 is like a shy peacock trying to blend in with the pigeons. Yeah, it's got all the luxury, but that sporty handling? No, not its strong suit. What do you think of these luxury cars? Let us know in the comments section. Remember to subscribe to our channel if you find this content valuable. We'll see you in the next one.